I'm going to request 2 of my learners to go and fetch some equipment that we will require. So, as we have written on the board, we are talking about food and beverage service techniques. And before we are able to do anything fast, the things that we require are the equipment. We are all aware of that, isn't it? Yes. So, just the way they have brought them in, we can identify the few things that we were able to see in the last session. So, I need some volunteers to come and identify these things as we did the other time. Dinner plate, side plate, glass, soup spoon, someone else to come and continue. Joint knife, someone else. We have a great fork. We have a service spoon. A service spoon, a joint knife, as I said, and a butter knife. Yeah, the rest are the same from the ones that we have identified. So we have a sweet spoon and a sweet fork. Yeah. Okay, appreciate them. Okay, so we will begin with collecting and assembling these equipments as they should be. So we normally know that these equipments do not stay with us. They stay with the technician for proper storage. So the first thing that you're going to need is a line tray. Clearly, as you can see here, you're going to, so normally when you go to the technician, you're going to find a shelf, many shelves that have been stacked with these different equipment. For the ones that have been able to pick the equipment themselves, how have you seen the arrangement there? It's orderly. I'm pretty sure you are able to see that the heavy plates were the ones that were placed at the bottom, going up with the latest things at the top, isn't it? Yes. So just the same as you saw there, when you're carrying these equipment, the heaviest side is supposed to be closest to you. Is that what understood? Yes. And then you're going to have the lighter one going forward, and your cutlery, clothes, and then your water glass. So when you're bringing them in, you're not supposed to carry them with your hands. I already saw a mistake. So next time, you carry them like this. Is that what is that? Yes. So I need somebody to demonstrate. So as the trainer has said, you require a lined tray, the heavy equipment closer to you, light equipment at the front. On one side you do the cutlery, and on the other side the glass, and then carry them. Okay, that is good. So we are going to follow up with the polishing, because that is the next thing. Before you stop aside the door clean equipment, isn't it? So that is what we are going to do next. you require a bowl of hot water, which we have here. So you require a bowl of hot water, and you're going to begin with the glasses and no polishing. Why is this the reason? What do you think this is the reason? So the reason for starting with the glasses is because the water is still very hot and there's vapor coming up. With water glasses, you don't dip them in hot water because they are going to break. Remember, some of these items are very, very fragile. So you're going to start with the water glass. So you're going to put it again up against the steel, and as it gathers, you're going to just swan it around so that it can get everywhere, and then you're going to clean it. And when you're drying it, you don't hold the glass with your hands. Why? Anyone with any idea as to why that is the reason? Any ideas?
To avoid leaving enough chemicals.
And it's very true. So you clean, you bring it all around, and then you place it aside. Then we take the next thing. This. With this kind of items, these ones are not they don't easily break under heat. So you're going to dip them in the water. So you dip, and then water. Right? And then you put them aside. And you do the same with all the other items, stacking the ones that are of the same size. Okay? And then demonstrate. Beatrice, can you demonstrate for us?
So, when you are going to clean the glass, you don't have to hold it with your bare hands, so you use and look at this.
I skipped something intentionally. What didn't I call it? So, with the cutleries, I see you're paying attention. So with the cutleries, you do the same with the crockeries. You put them in water and then you clean them. Again, avoid touching them with your hands because nobody wants to see finger marks on a spoon they want to use. So next, you are going to see about stocking. From collecting, you need to polish, and then you do what? You stock. So, just before we go to the stocking, who's going to show us how to do the profiles of the part that is already explained and the process is already done?
So then Madam has said, for the crockeries we'll do them as the plates. So we'll dip all of them. Then, because the water is too hot, I use this to dip. Then I wipe as I start. Okay.
So now we are going to stock, and a good sideboard is a sideboard that has levels. You've seen a sideboard before, right? So on the top shelf, you will need a service plate and a jar. Unfortunately, we don't have it here with us. So at the top shelf, you expect to find this in the service, in the restaurant where you're going to do this practical. So you're going to have a jug and a service plate, and then you're going to follow that. There are some drawers that you normally see straight from the top. There are the drawers, isn't it? So you take this clean, and polished cutlery. So ones that have already been polished, the drawers are normally 6 most of the time, depending on the size that you use. But the ones that you have here are normally 6 drawers. So these ones would go there. So at the furthest end, you have the soup spoon. And then in the middle, you're going to have your joint forks. The same way, you're going to have your joint knife. That is what follows on the third drawer. They don't go together. Is that okay?
Yes.
And then just the same, you're going to have your, what is this? It's a dessert spoon. So that one goes on the furthest end. Why? Because it is the last course that we normally serve. And this normally goes together with the sweet fork rather. So you put it there. These ones go together. Then you're supposed to have your fish covers in case you're serving the fish as a starter. So you have your fish fork and your fish knife. These are all the courses that we are having particularly for that day, so we don't need to use fish spoons or any other item. You've seen how it's done? Yes. Now we need a person to give it a comment. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm going to repeat what our teacher said. As we are going to start our sideboard, first from our father's hand, in the top we have the water jug and the joint plate. Oh, service plate. Yeah. So at the father's hand we have the soup spoon, and then it's followed by the fish knives, joint fork, and then we have the joint knife, followed by the fish knife, and then we have the fish fork, and then for the father's hand we have the sweet fork and the sweet spoon. So for what I have used, we always eat on the table. It's the side dish that is normally served. So I want you, for your assignment, I want you people to find out where the side knife normally goes. So when we finish up on the stocking, this is not everything. So for your joint plates, you're going to put it under the cutleries. All your joint plates, or your fish plates, or your soup plates will go under that. And then after that, there's a shelf just below the last two shelves. Then over there you're going to put
Over there, you're going to put your sentences and your sources, and under that you're going to put all your cups. At the last layer, you're going to put your strings. Is that well understood?
Yes.
I require you to demonstrate it in our next class. Thank you for attending.